Dear students, the topic of today's lecture of organic chemistry is nitrocompounds, amines of aliphatic line, amines of aromatic line, iso-diisocompounds. Speaker, Doctor of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Professor Vilchinska Elena. Contents: nitrocompounds, amines, iso-diisocompounds. Practically directed educational objective of the lecture is to study nomenclature and isomerism of compounds which contains functional groups with nitrogen, nitro, amino, iso, diiso groups, extraction properties, physical, chemical, biological, as organic compounds which are based of the medicines or drugs. Test: which functional group from the list is a nitro group? The correct answer is C. Nomenclature of nitrocompounds. Nitrocompounds are the derivatives of hydrocarbons, which contain one or several nitro groups in molecular, primary, secondary, and tertiary, aliphatic and aromatic. The names of nitrocompounds are formed adding prefix nitro to the names of hydrocarbons. For example, 2-nitrobutane, phenyl-nitromethane, and other. Isomerism of nitrocompounds. Structural. Different structure of carbon chain and different location of nitro group in the molecule of organic compounds. For example, 2-nitrobutane and 1-nitrobutane are isomers. 1,2-dinitrobenzene, 1,3-dinitrobenzene are isomers. Structure of nitrocompounds. Nitro group is electron withdrawing group. Resonance. The bonds between the nitrogen atom and oxygen atoms are intermediate. The electron density distribution is leveled. Extraction of nitrocompounds. Nitration of alkanes, the reaction of alkyl halides with salts of mineral acids, oxidation of amines. You can see a scheme of reaction of oxidation of a primary amines. A product of this reaction is a nitrocompound. Nitration of benzene by nitric acid in presence of sulfuric acid. A product is nitrobenzene. Physical properties of nitrocompounds are poisonous, colorless, or yellowish liquids with good smell, are not dissoluble in water, but are dissoluble in organic solvents. You can see reactions of nitrocompound with different reagents. A products of these reactions are nitroolefins, amino alcohols, aldehydes, or ketones, and other. Reactions of reduction of nitro group. A product of this reaction is amine. Reduction of nitro group of nitrobenzene, reaction of xenin. A product of this reaction is aniline. You can see scheme of reactions of reduction of nitrobenzene in different conditions. Biologically important nitrocompounds. Nitroglycerin, the drug used to relieve the angina pectoris heart pain. Nitroglycerin relieves the pain by dilating cardiac blood vessels. Biologically important nitrocompounds, levomycetin antibiotic, effective against a large number of microorganisms. Biologically important nitrocompounds. Medicines are derivatives of 1,4-benzodiazepine, tranquilizers. Test. What product was formed after reduction of nitropropane? The correct answer is B, aminopropane. Nomenclature of amino compounds. Amino compounds are the derivatives of hydrocarbons which contain one or several amino groups in molecular, primary, secondary, and tertiary, aliphatic and aromatic. The names of amines are formed by adding suffix amine to the names of hydrocarbons. You can see primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine structures. For example, methylamine, N-acyl and methylpropan amine 1. Isomerism of amino compounds. Structural. Different structure of carbon chain and different location of amino group in the molecule of organic compound. Mesomery is a phenomenon when amines have the same molecular formulas but can be primary, secondary, or tertiary. Structure of amino compounds. Amines are the derivatives of ammonium. Nitrogen atom of amines is basic, nucleophilic, and oxidizable. Nitrogen and carbon are both sp3 hybridized and are joined by a sigma bond. Structure of amino compounds. Methylamine has a pyramidal arrangement of bonds to nitrogen. You can see some characteristics of angles and bond distance between atoms of hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, and oxygen. Arylamines. Aniline has a pyramidal arrangement of bonds around nitrogen, but its pyramid is somewhat shallow. Extraction of amino compounds. Alkylation of phthalimide, the Gabriel synthesis. Reduction methods of alkyl azides, of nitriles, of aryl nitrocompounds. You can see schemes of reactions for nitrobenzene with different substitution groups. The reaction of Hofmann elimination for tertiary amines. Physical properties, amino compounds. Amines are more polar than alkanes, but less polar than alcohols. Alkyl amines have boiling points higher than those of alkanes, but lower than those of alcohols. Chemical properties, amino compounds, reaction with acids, reaction with alkyl halides, reaction with functional derivatives of carboxylic acids, amides form. You can see reaction of oxidation for primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine. There are different products of these reactions. Chemical properties, amino compounds. A copolymerization reaction for a tertiary amine oxide. The product of this reaction is a hydroxylamine. Preparation of phenols. Preparation of aryl fluorides. Reaction with aromatic aldehydes. Formation isomerisms, Schiff bases. Halogenation, white precipitate forms. Biologically important compounds with amino as amide group. Sulfanilamide is a bacteriostatic drug, not a bactericidal drug. A bacteriostatic drug inhibits the growth of bacteria, whereas a bactericidal drug kills the bacteria. Sulfur drugs, synthetic agents, which are derivatives of sulfanilamide or amides of sulfonic acid. It contains amino group. Biologically important compounds with amino group. Prontosil, the first drug to treat bacterial infections. Biologically important compounds with amino group. Anesthesinum, novocaine. Test. What is a short name of para-aminobenzoic acid? The correct answer is C, PABA. It is a drug. Iso and diiso compounds. You can see general formula of aliphatic and aromatic diiso compounds. Isocompounds are organic compounds that contain two nitrogen atoms with double bond group, which is connected with two hydrocarbon radicals, aliphatic and aromatic. In acid medium, aromatic diiso compounds have ionic structure and they are called salts of diazonium. In neutral medium, aromatic diiso compounds have covalent structure. In alkaline medium, aromatic diiso compounds are diazotates. Nomenclature and physical properties, iso and diiso compounds. The systematic name of aromatic diiso compounds, adding the suffix diiso or diazonium. Iso for isocompounds. Physical properties. Salts of diazonium are colorless crystalline substances, easily soluble in water, unstable on heating and mechanical actions. Isocompounds are crystalline substances colored in yellow, orange, red, blue, and other colors as a means of chemotherapeutic means. You can see Chemical properties of diisocompounds. Its reaction without extraction of nitrogen, formation of diisoderivatives, reactions of substitution with extraction of nitrogen, reaction of isogenin. It's a method of isocompound synthesis, dyes. Physical basis of theory of coloration. The theory of coloration studies the dependence of color of organic compounds on the structure of molecules. The color of any compound is specified its ability to absorb electromagnetic radiation. Structural fragments of molecule which cause the certain color are called chromophores. You can see the colors of the visible light spectrum. You can see some characteristics of color. Other dyes. Other dyes are dyes with nitrogen iso group in structure as a chromophore. Methyl orange is a pH indicator frequently used in titrations. In a solution becoming less acidic, methyl orange moves from red to orange and finally to yellow, with the reverse occurring for a solution increasing in acidity. In an acid, it is reddish, and in alkali, it is yellow. Methyl red, also called CI acid red 2, is an indicator dye that turns red in acidic solutions. It is an iso dye and is a dark red crystalline powder. Methyl red is a pH indicator. Methyl yellow, or CI 11020, is a chemical compound which may be used as a pH indicator. So, the organic compounds considered today are organic compounds with functional nitrogen-containing groups, nitrocompounds, amines, iso and diisocompounds, which are used in practice and have a certain significance as preparations or reagents and solutions in medicine and pharmacy. Nomenclature, isomerism, structure, properties, physical, chemical, and biological, of representatives of this class of compounds are considered. Recommended literature for study of discipline organic chemistry. Thank you for your attention.